there is a trap that is almost impossible to recognize from the outside. You see, a life can look perfect and still feel completely wrong when you are the one living it. You can have the apartment people dream about, the expensive car, the impressive job, or a beautiful relationship, and still wake up one morning with a strange feeling that something is missing. It's not because you are ungrateful or because you don't appreciate what you have, but because somewhere along the way, you started building a life that looked good to everyone except you. And that is a dangerous place to be. Because when your life looks successful from the outside, nobody asks if you're actually happy inside it. They assume you have made it, and eventually you start assuming it too. You might tell yourself, well, this is what I wanted. This is what everyone told me I should want. I cannot complain, obviously. But there is a difference between having a good life and having the right life. And most people never stop to ask which one they're actually building. Think about how easily society gives you a blueprint. Go to school, get a job, make more money, buy something impressive, find someone attractive, move somewhere nice, keep climbing. And there is nothing inherently wrong with any of those things. The problem begins when you stop asking why you want them. Because you can spend 20 years climbing the ladder only to discover that it was leaning against the wrong wall. And that's the tragedy, not failure. Success in the wrong direction. You see, you can become extremely good at achieving things you never truly wanted. Or you can become respected while secretly respecting yourself less. You can become admired by thousands of people around you while barely recognizing the person you see in the mirror. And sometimes the hardest thing to admit is this: you chose this life. Not completely, maybe, but piece by piece. A decision here, a compromise there. A desire to impress someone, fear of disappointing your family? A need to prove yourself? A little comparison? A little more money? A little more status? And eventually, all those small decisions become an entire life. That's why you have to be careful with the question, what does a successful life look like? Because the answer you receive may not actually belong to you. Maybe success for someone else is a penthouse in a major city. But maybe for you it's a small house somewhere quiet, surrounded by nature. Maybe someone dreams of building a huge company. But maybe you want to create something small that gives you freedom. Or maybe someone wants to be famous. But maybe you would rather disappear from the world and spend your life mastering your craft. Neither person is necessarily wrong. They're simply different. And that's what makes comparisons so destructive. You start measuring your life against someone else's dream. Then you wonder why your own life doesn't feel right. Of course it doesn't. You are living according to someone else's definition of success. And maybe that's why you feel exhausted. Not because you're doing too much, but because you're doing too much of what does not belong to you. There is a particular kind of exhaustion that comes from constantly betraying yourself. You know what you actually want. You know what kind of environment makes you feel alive. You know what kind of word gives you meaning. You know which people bring peace into your life. And yet, you keep choosing something else. Why? Because it looks better? Or because it pays more? Or because you think people will respect you? Or maybe because someone might say you are wasting your potential if you choose differently. What if your potential is not measured by how impressive your life looks? What if it's measured by how honestly you live it? Because God did not create everyone to live the same story. You don't need someone else's life. You need to become the person you were actually meant to be. And that might require disappointing people. It might require change in direction. And it might require walking away from something that looks incredibly good on paper. And that's frightening to some extent. Especially when everyone around you thinks you're making a mistake. But remember, they only see the outside of your life. They don't live inside your mind. They don't wake up with your thoughts. They don't carry your fears. They don't feel the emptiness you feel when everything looks perfect. So don't let someone who only sees your exterior convince you that your interior doesn't matter. And this doesn't mean you should throw away everything you have. It doesn't mean money is bad, or ambition is bad, or success is bad. It means those things should serve your life, not become the reason you live it. Money is useful. Status can be useful. So is comfort. But none of them can tell you who you are. And if you make them your identity, you will eventually discover that you can have everything and still feel like you have nothing. So maybe you need to ask yourself a different question. Not, does my life look successful? But if nobody could see my life, would I still choose it? If there were no Instagram, no family members to impress, no friends to compete with, no strangers to envy you, no one to congratulate you, no one to know how much money you make, what would you actually want? Where would you live? What would you do every morning? Who would you spend your time with? What would you stop pretending to care about? That answer might tell you more about your true direction than anything else. Because your real life begins right when you stop performing for an audience. And maybe that's what freedom actually is. Not having everything you want, but no longer needing things you don't want. That's a completely different kind of wealth. So, if your life looks good right now, but something inside you feels wrong, don't immediately ignore that feeling. Don't automatically call yourself ungrateful. And don't silence it just because everyone else thinks you should be happy. Listen. Maybe that discomfort is trying to tell you something. Maybe you are not broken. Maybe you are simply living too far away from who you really are. And perhaps the next chapter is not about getting more. Maybe it's about getting closer. Closer to God. Closer to your values. Closer to your real character. Closer to the life that actually belongs to you. Because the goal is not to build a life that makes strangers say, "I wish I had his life." The goal is to build a life that makes you wake up and say, "I wouldn't trade this for anyone else's." That is a life worth protecting, even if it doesn't impress everyone. Even if it looks smaller. Even if people don't understand it. Because at the end of your life, you won't have to explain your choices to society. You will have to leave with them. So choose carefully. Don't spend your entire life building something beautiful only to discover that you never actually wanted to live inside it.